Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money, the number 4vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
Like, you be giving yourself a pass. It's some stuff that other people do to you, you pissed. You be ready to take their head off. You do the same thing to you giving yourself a pass. You ain't even tripping about it. You ain't, but somebody else do you like that? You like, man, I can't, who they think they are? I can't believe it. I'm cutting them off. You done done yourself like that for 5-6 years. And you keep telling yourself, oh, it's okay.
This episode is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking fun, easy, and affordable. Go to HelloFresh.com/80success. That's 80success. And use the same code 80success to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. Additional restrictions apply. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/80success and use the promo code 80success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, this time with the red light. The
red light special. Let's go. Let's go.
The red light special. TLC. Yeah, Carl giving you the red light special.
Roxanne.
Gotta keep it interesting, man. What it do?
Hey, well, I keep that interesting for your wife. We don't need that on the podcast.
Killer Mockingbird.
Keep it vanilla on the podcast, Carl. You know what I'm saying? We got Dr. King in the building. What's happening?
Man, out here in Chicago, burning up, man. Feeling like I'm the hip hop preacher out there in California. I'm feeling like I'm the hip hop preacher.
Not the specialty cloth. Not the signature cloth.
Man, and all the way out on the West Coast,
West
the
Side.
good Dr. Douglas on the West Coast, looking like Ice Cube. What's happening?
Man, I'm trying to get that Jerry curl, and I'll be good.
Hey, man, y'all, what's the deal? Y'all settling in? Catch us up. What's going on the West Coast?
No settling, bro. I just got the bed. Man, I just got a COVID-19, bro. It take 3 weeks to get a bed in COVID-19. Yeah. And that joker was I bought it and it was in the warehouse. It just took 2 weeks to get out the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Everything else taking 12 weeks, like literally 12 weeks, before it gets here. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, man, it's been a San Francisco treat. I'm headed back. We got work to do in the mitten. We got work to do. Got beds today. Got TVs, all the TVs today. Yeah, man, Didi's getting a different. Oh, man, I wish y'all could show it. I sent y'all the Flick, you ain't got to show it, but got the pool measured out, the backyard measured out.
Yeah, I seen it.
I got the pool measured out. I got the spot. They got the spot. You know what? I was kind of hurt initially, because for real, I'm a big picture person. So I kind of wanted to come in and have everything done. But the way they do it out here, gangster, bro. They gangster. HOA, like, nope. Now, you got to close on escrow before you can start. We want to make sure that you can pay your bills. Yeah, at first I was tripping on it, but after the little events that happened, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Makes
sense, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense because, you don't want to have a house where it's like to your specifics and then nobody else don't want to buy it because it's just too specific to you. But anyway.
Lamar don't know nothing about that. Lamar, like, I got my whole house monogrammed. You know what I'm saying? You buy this crib, your name better be June.
King.
Yeah, June.
I got
Camper.
my name in a staircase in the floor.
Everywhere.
I'm not blind. Ma, you inspired me. The pool has got the logo, but here's what I did, Ma. I switched it up. Not this logo, but I got the one that Marshall did.
The praying joint?
The humility boy. I got the humility boy in the middle of the pool, bruh. I got the humility, and I'm going to, glass it out sooner or later, Ma. But no, I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, I'm grateful that it happened the way it happened because he came back here and he put, the stakes down and he put the yarn around so you could see where the spa is, you can see where the pool, the what do you call it? Didi's getting an exercise room built outside, so while she working out, she could look at the mountains. And then they showed us the fire pit, the volleyball area, the grill area. And bro, I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm like, yeah, I'm finally growing up, Ma, and I'm really appreciating, the air traffic control. I'm appreciating seeing it built from scratch. It just does something different to you when you see it from scratch and you see like every step. And I think that's why, okay, let me not get into the podcast, but I'm just saying, I think a lot of people struggle.
Don't get into the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I want to joke. You're already too serious for me. I want to tell jokes.
He asked me about my life in Cali. How am I going? All right, I'll keep it to myself.
I've been working hard. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to tell you about my monogram at the bottom of the pool. I got my monogram. This is my monogram.
Walking with you.
Right at the bottom of the pool. You know what I'm saying? And where I got injured. You know what I'm saying? I did just lead a surgeon right before we start recording here. And he said that I wasn't ready for rehab, so I got to wear this for another week. Wow. And then next week, I'm going to start my rehab. So we'll get into it. But hey, now, if it's any wives listening, just cut this portion of the podcast off for about 5 minutes. And I don't even know, this ain't even safe, these territories I'm about to enter into. But I'm tired, y'all. I've had enough. I need to know, and we haven't talked about this, but I need to know if anybody else's wife asks them their opinion, only to tell them the very opposite right after you say what your opinion is. I'm like, okay, look, now listen, here go the crazy part about it. I'm not trying to be funny. I didn't want to be involved in the decision anyway.
Right.
But she would purposely involve me in the decision only to then be like, nope, I'm doing it the other way. So let me give you a couple of examples. Last night, I was taking the dog out, right? Now the dog, he's still a puppy, so he get excited, whatever. So I take him, I get his leash on, and we get like on the porch. And he pees like on the porch. Now it's a brick porch, you know what I'm saying? It's the not middle of the night, but maybe 11 o'clock at night. So he pees on the porch, and I'm like, Brett, she can hear me yelling, Breslin, da-da-da. So she comes to the door. Did he pee on the porch? I say, yeah. She said, you want me to go get like some water and wash it off? And first of all, it wasn't even like no full release. It was kind of like a trickle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was like, nah, you good. She was like, oh, okay. Next thing I know, I see her pouring it out water on the porch. I'm like, okay, why did you even? Then a couple weeks ago, the kid, she like, yo, I'm thinking about getting the kids bunk beds. What you think? I said, I don't really care. She's like, no, I want your input. What you think? I said, well, I'd rather not have none of them little jokers fall off the bunk bed because they play too much, not sleep, but just like through. So I say no bunk beds. Next thing I know, we got a delivery. Bunk beds. I said, I'm just looking like,
what
okay.
part of my opinion didn't you hear?
I'm saying, here go the thing. In none of those situations did I even really have an opinion nor care to be solicited for my opinion. And so I'm just, again, we got a lot of fellas that listen to this podcast. Hopefully the lady's still turning this off right now. But did any of y'all have that same issue? I'm sorry. If y'all ready to take this railroad with me.
Hey, let me just say this to you. I learned, that the beauty in the relationship for me is not sharing it, because I was overly, into sharing. I stopped sharing, but I will say this to you, see. I think I might have created a little small challenge this morning by not giving it. You feel me? So now I'm confused. Now I'm
going
like,
the other way.
I went the other way with it, and now it's like you don't communicate. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I stopped giving it. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, well, I got to test the waters, see, but I might have got tagged back in for my opinion. So we gonna see. I know tomorrow.
See, could it be? Y'all know I'm the peacemaker, right? So could it be that she is just testing to see if y'all on one accord? Just to test, just to see where we are together on
It didn't work.
Well,
It didn't
things,
work.
but just checking to see.
Okay. Or could it be that your girl feel like your opinion is so terrible, whatever you say, she's safe as long as she go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, goodness gracious. So
And I'm the one, I'm always asking my wife for her opinion, just so I could kind of, don't seem like I'm a know-it-all. So I ask her opinion, and then she always like, why you ask me my opinion? She's like, I just whatever. It's whatever you decide. Then when I decided, then she got an opinion. So that's how it goes in our house.
Yeah, it's a different game. Every household is different, but sound like y'all got some similar pains. So let's see what we got this week. We got the NBA bubble kicking up. I'm gonna say it this week. I couldn't say it last week, but we here now. You know what I'm saying? E.T. the hip hop preacher is doing what is it called? What did they call it? Conversations for the Culture with the NBA. So that's dope, man. I want to give a shout out to E for being the first thing the guys do when they're in the bubble now, but they got to the bubble was to sit down and have productive conversations just about, all the things going on in the world and how they can utilize their platform and things like that. So you don't have to go into it, in depth, but I was wondering, as we were on the call with the NBA on Monday night, just kind of prepping for it. And I was like, man, like we here, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the, one of the most popular leagues in the world with the most popular athletes in the world, and one of the most crucial times in our history, just in terms of activism, in terms of laws and legislations and movements. And the very first person they thought to call, was E. And so E, you don't have to speak to any specifics, but just in general, how it felt to be, called to that occasion. And obviously this is also on the heels. I don't even know if we ever showed the magazine on here, but of the GQ magazine coming out and all of those things. So, I had a moment, you know what I mean, where I was just like, wow, obviously we've been doing it for a minute, but like, yo, we really here now.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just felt like it was a win for the everyday people. It's like, I know who we are and what we are. And, I still see us as grassroots in many ways. And for them
that volleyball court ain't grassroots. Neither is that pool. You know what I'm saying? Neither is that second house you're getting built in the back. And neither is Ma whole life.
Ma. Hey, Ma.
Y'all so far from grassroots. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we gotta have this conversation again, bro.
I just like how he said grassroots.
I'm not gonna entertain him. So what I'm saying is that our movement, our work is still grassroots, Ma. Like we not.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, you should have.
Our work is still grassroots. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know I had to go all the way back there.
You said we so grassroots.
Yeah,
I said,
we
wait
are.
a minute.
Yeah, we grassroots.
I pride myself on keeping it real with the audience. E.
Hey, Ma, and I'm being real, Ma. I just closed a week ago, so for me, I'm still in the grassroots mindset. You know what I'm saying?
It's still new. It's still new.
It's still new. Yeah. Grassroots, I'm still new. But yeah, man, I mean that with all my heart, and I hope those of you who are listening who are grassroots, you understand what I mean by this. It's a win, man, for the everyday people, because oftentimes, when opportunities like this arise, they usually do call on, and they have good reasons for doing it. People who are more mainstream, you know? And so I feel great. It really hit me, man, when we did the Auburn speech, you know, greatness is upon you, you know, and C was pushing me on like, yo, E, come on, man, just say it, stop. I don't know what you're doing, why you're not doing it, but just go and you're taking the responsibility already. Now just go ahead and verbalize it. Just say you the next Martin Luther King, and so I didn't mean it like I'm better than nobody else or I think I'm on his level, but just like, yo, somebody, you know, and to me, Martin Luther King, being a preacher, was an everyday person. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grow up in wealth or nothing like that. And so, man, it just really felt good. It's like, I feel like I could push anybody who grew up regular. You have no excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are a living witness of what regular people who have, what do you want? I don't know the word, non-regular, unregular. I don't know what the word, irregular. I don't know the word. Grind,
all of those
hustle.
work. All of those
hustle.
work. Every one of them. We know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I just how I feel, man. Like, you ain't got no excuse. You watching us and you looking at what 120 looks like. And a lot of times people get on me, oh, you get up at 3, you do this, you do that. Well, to me, it's worth it. You know, if this is what being an everyday person, but being able to get opportunities in unrealistic situations, if that's what it looks like, then I want to get up every day at 3 o'clock. So yeah, it's a good feeling, man. Sure. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, no, it's good. And that it can kind of transition into what I kind of wanted to speak about, or what you texted me earlier this week, and I'm just looking, and you was like, yo, I really want to talk about why it's so important to transition to having that dog during these times, right? And I know people, you know, obviously see the moves you've been able to make. You know, the resources you're able to attract, and not just the money or the companies or whatever, but just, you know, celebrities and athletes, and now you're just attracting all of these things. And you just said something that, yo, I'm a regular dude, but with irregular dreams, but also with an irregular work ethic, right? And I think when you talk about that dog, and you said when there's a ton of resources, you know, you could be a little bit more chill. You know, but even in the COVID-19 and where we are now, and maybe, you know, Maul and Carl, y'all could jump on this too. You know, once things start to dry up, now the economy or jobs start, you know, being funny, or the money, you know, dries up, like now what you're producing is you got to be hungrier than ever, right? Like, all of us have watched those shows, like out in Africa, the wildlife shows, when it's like the pond get like this big. And it's like, if you ain't about that life, you cannot drink out of this pond. Like, we will run you off. And you're going to have to fight for your spot at that pond. And E, when you said that, it's funny because, and I took a screenshot of it. Y'all know I'm a pilot, so I don't really do like the whole thing. But I saw something, E, and it reminded me of what you talked about. And I'll let you expand on, you know, expound on why you wanted to talk about this week. But I saw something, it was some research, and it just said self-discipline, much more so than IQ. An American study has found that the self-discipline is a much stronger predictor of future success than IQ. I'll say that one more time. An American study found that self-discipline is a stronger predictor of one's future success than was their IQ. And I was like, man, it's funny because you sent me that text at the same time I got that. And so, E, talk about one, having that dog. And I want to, and again, y'all know on this podcast, I like to walk it through systematically. I don't want to ever give you guys theory and you listen to this and you go, oh man, I heard what they were saying and they laughed and we felt good, and you went home and you couldn't apply anything. So Maul, Carl, E, what I'm going to challenge you guys to do now is, okay, talk about that dog, right? Okay, cool. That's one aspect of the game. Then I want you to talk about the discipline, the self-discipline we just talked about. And then I want you to talk about the actual strategy, because one without the other could be fruitless. Like, we see people all the time. You on fire, you going a million miles. I got up at 3, 75 days in a row, and got absolutely nothing accomplished, right? Yeah. Right. And so let's talk about it from, again, having that dog standpoint.
Let me do this. Yep. I want to switch it up real quick. Let me get everybody involved off the cuff, because I want to make it super practical, right? So I'm just going to go into my GED zone, right? So you have the NBA. Now, you know, guys, y'all got to help me out. I don't want to mess up. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 32 teams.
Correct.
Is that right? All right, 32 teams, right? So traditionally, from what I've seen, you know, these 32 teams go at it. right? They play 82 games, right? And then the playoffs start, right? That's how it's always been. Or whatever the format was, that's been the format. Whatever the formats are, that's the format. And they switched up a little bit, 5-game series in the playoff, 7-game series, switched it up a little bit. They go back and forth. But we're in COVID-19. So number one, all of the teams got stunned. Like everybody stopped playing. Everybody. I don't care who you were. LeBron, CP3, Carmelo, I don't care. Russ, it don't make a difference. Whoever you were, they locked it down. Right? We're in COVID-19. I find it ironic that when we come out of COVID-19, or not come out of it, meaning we in the clear, but the NBA, for whatever reason, decides they're going to still play. But here's what's so funny. Because COVID-19 that's the spreading of the disease, and they don't want to spread the disease, the teams on the bubble, as we say in the NCAA, them teams didn't make it they didn't make it back, Maul. Flat out. They just didn't make it back. I just want to make it practical. We got COVID-19. It's the disease. They thinking the disease might get spreaded. You know what I'm saying? So they not taking a chance spreading the disease on the teams that's not going to make it they're not going to make it. So they didn't even, it's like, don't even show up. Don't even come to Orlando, be with your family, enjoy your family. So I just want to show y'all on a practical level. I don't know why. I don't even know how you going to create a system without the whole 32. We ain't even finished the league, and we still had 20-something games at least left. You know what I'm saying? It was some stuff we had to determine to figure out who the AC, who was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was close in the West. So when you made your decision, you made a decision to scrap the whole league as we know it. You scrapped the whole league as we know it, and you came up with, okay, this is dangerous, so what we're not going to do is risk people's lives on average. So the teams that's average, we just gonna get rid of them teams right now. Well, I ain't even talking about on no financial level.
Slow down, hold on.
Yeah, please slow down.
Hold on.
I'm not even talking about financial.
Wow.
I'm just saying the average
We just
team,
don't even need you.
We don't need y'all.
So what time we supposed to be to the bubble? No. I said what time we supposed to be to the bubble?
No bubble. No bubble.
What you mean no bubble?
Yeah, what you saying, Carl?
Hold on. We was 22 and 42.
Just go ahead and get prepared for next year. Just start working on next year.
I can see some of them teams actually.
What time our COVID test?
I can see some of them teams. Right. I can see some of them teams right now saying like, man, we was almost there. Like we was right there. Like, can we just play 5 more games? Can we just?
Did y'all hear hold on. Now they talking about doing another bubble. Did you hear that?
A potential bubble in Chicago with the average bubble.
Wow.
Like the NIT? Kind of like the NIT?
Yeah.
The NIT.
Wow.
Now, let me just be real. If they do the NIT, I'm just saying, if they do the NIT, ain't nobody about to risk their lives for the NIT. You're going to be playing by yourself.
Right.
Watch this, though.
What time we supposed to be to the bubble, E?
Don't even worry about your COVID test.
I'm just trying to figure out what time my flight leave.
Don't even worry about your COVID test. Go ahead and handle your health. You feel me? You get it? It's different, Ma. They start when you average, the conversation is different. Go ahead and take care of your health. Now listen to me. Here's the thing that bothers me the most, and this is like, I'm just being real. Say strategy. I don't know if you want to call it a strategy or not, but I get this sick feeling. I get sick at the stomach when no matter what effort I put forth, or no matter how hard I try, when another human being gets to decide if I stop or go. When you talk about, you just wake up one day and Maul said it. Y'all was 10, y'all was only 1 or 2 games behind 8, and somebody just told you, like, don't even worry about making up for it. We just made them 8. Don't even worry about it. But I had a chance. I was only 2. And another grown man just told you, and something you practiced for your whole life, you trained for your whole life, it's your whole identity. You don't do nothing else but hoop. Like, you ain't got no second hobby that you do. This all you do, like you built your life around it, your identity, your money, your everything. And another man says to you, like, look, partner, the average boy, we good on that. We don't need that. So when I'm looking at—
slow down, because we saying now we got the bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you've been forbid to even be in the game.
Yeah.
Because of what you put forth before this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm following you because you waxing deep right now.
I'm
You're
just
you're
going
not
to
even
NBA.
allowed on
that's it.
the premises.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the
okay.
thing that you practiced for your whole life.
It's over.
But hey, but don't this sound just like a job? Don't it sound the thing that you went to school, the thing that you went to school
Maul
for?
had to unveil it. He couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to stay with the metaphor a little longer. Maul was like, I'm ready.
Hey, you already know CJ be trying to. CJ be throwing them little things.
Hey, go for it. I set it up properly for you, Maul. Go for it.
Hey, throw the oop, E. Throw the oop. You got to throw it down, though, on the screen.
I'm just saying, though, you went to school for 4 years for your bachelor's. You went to school for another 2 years for your master's.
Might have went to go get the PhD.
In this field, because this is what you do. But at the same time, though, you wasn't producing. You wasn't producing in a way where this company said they got to keep. But you, hey, why don't you go ahead and stay at home and then they give you the nice word. What they call it, see, we're going to furlough you.
Furlough.
We're going to give you that little furlough.
I still don't know what that means, Maul. What does that mean?
Furlough supposed to mean vacation.
But it mean go home without pay.
Without pay. Go have fun, but you ain't getting paid.
Oh, you don't get paid on the furlough?
Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down.
Oh, you don't get paid on the furlough?
For the police department, yes, you get paid on the furlough. But with a lot of these companies where they're saying they're furloughing people, a lot of times they're not paying you. They're not firing you because then they got to pay your benefits and a whole bunch of other stuff if they fire you.
Man, you playing? So I just talked to a gentleman. He told me he had been at a company, major company. I won't say the name of it, major company. But he said, Carl, that they laying off 30% of their workforce. He been there. I'd say he got to make over 300,000. And he said they told them they laying off 30% of their workforce. He said now before when you got laid off, you had priority if you wanted to put in for another division inside the company. You know what I mean, or another position, if you will. And he said they told them, after we cut you, please don't even try to apply to none of the other stuff because we're not hiring nobody. So it's literally you could spend 15, 20 and they like, yo, you out the bubble. You know what I'm saying? No bubble for you.
No bubble. So here's the deal. I just want to say this for those of you listening because CJ's saying strategy. I don't know what the strategy is, but I do know this. When you're average, as soon as the resources start to run low, you're the first one to go. Right? That whatever that means, whatever strategy that means to you. I don't know if I'm breaking it down like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. But I'm saying as long as there's overflow, if you average, you good. You in a good spot.
Yeah.
Because it's overflow. Like it's a lot.
In Africa, when you watch the National Geographic, when the lake is huge, I promise you, the lion ain't tripping. They like, come on, y'all good. It's all kind of stuff.
Right. But when the resources start to dry up, only those, again, I don't know if it's a strategy, but only those that can produce are left alive, right? Now listen to me. I'm not even saying they like you more than they like average. This ain't even about liking nobody. This don't got nothing to do with like, your boss may love you. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm sure there's some supervisors that have gone through pain, like getting rid of people who have been die hard to the company. But once you get into COVID-19 and 30 million people have lost a gig, the only people that are surviving is the LeBrons, because LeBron can produce. LeBron can, not just in the NBA, but LeBron is producing movies, he's producing all kind of stuff. So he's adding value in other industries. I look at CP3, the commercials, bruh. Like in COVID-19, the Allstate commercial still coming on. People still need insurance. So he's adding value. I just saw what Kyrie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, State
Shout
Farm.
out my dog. Make sure we get it right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
That's the
homie. I'm just
Chris might be mad at you. I don't want you to have to get a phone call.
No. I'm just saying. And Chris know what I mean. The other dude, his the Allstate commercial just be on all the time. Save 30%. It just in my head. Save 30% on you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, bro, we gotta say to ourselves, it's not about liking or not liking, but if the only way we're gonna be able to survive when times get tough is we have to be in a producer's mode, not in a consumer's mode. Because consuming ain't nothing wrong with it. But again, when you start, when I got enough food for everybody eating. But when the food get light, as I'm feeding my family first. And then when it get light in the crib, you feeding the person that can go out and make and bring back food. You feel me? Like that person's getting fed first.
Right. So let me ask you this. So we got that dog, which is obviously for those of you who don't speak our language, we just mean that beast, that hustle, right? You got
the ability to
discipline.
produce.
Yeah. Discipline. Look at Trey. Trey, you missed your whole comedy spot today, son. He said he holding out for a bigger contract. He said he ain't seen no Organifi check yet, and so he holding out. And he said no more jokes until we renegotiate
that's his father.
his contract.
Father. That's on his father. He running the show. He the A Mike.
Oh, let me tell you something. We got child slave labor over here. So let me ask you this. Go. So you got you got the dog, right?
Yeah.
You got the discipline and you got the strategy. I want to know from y'all, one, which is more important? Two, which order do you think those need to come in? And then three, how do you develop one of those that you don't have? So somebody might be like, I'm a dog. I promise you, bro. I get up, hit the gym. I'm ready, but I don't have no strategy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else like, man, I'm like a discipline in my routine. I wake up, I pray, I do everything, but I don't got no strategy. Or you know what I'm saying? Or I don't have no, you know what I'm saying? So how do you categorize those? And I know you guys now have mastered all three of those, but do you remember when each of them came and helped the people out who like, yo, I either got one, I got two, or I don't have any?
I like that because I didn't know how to answer that when you
I'm
first
good
said
at my job.
I'm struggling.
I'm good at my job.
No, I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they pay me the big bucks.
I know exactly where to start on that one. I would have to go. I would go with the discipline first.
Yeah, I agree.
That's where I'm leaning to.
Discipline is number one. That dog is number two, and the strategy is number three. Because you can be taught the strategy. I could teach somebody strategy when it comes to real estate. I could teach that to you in a matter of an hour. I could teach you the strategy. Right. But if you're not disciplined, if you're not gonna get up and put your best foot forward, if you're not gonna get up and get out here and see the properties, if you're not gonna anybody can teach you about how to work out, or how to lose weight. But the discipline, though, your workout isn't, I don't care what you're doing. You could just jump rope every day for 2 hours and do it for the next 3 months, and you're going to see results. That's not without no real strategy. I guess that does become a strategy. But in the beginning, that discipline for me is number one. Yeah, I can't teach discipline to somebody. Yeah. That's something that you got to just do every single day, bro.
So would you say, okay, so because I don't remember you talking about it, but obviously you're super disciplined in your routine. You know, you talked about, Maul said, what would they say when you join the police? They said by the time you said and done, you're gonna be wearing a size 46 waist.
They tell you to buy your uniform 3 size, not one size larger, not two, but about 3 size. So you always see rookies with these big old uniforms on, these big baggy clothes and baggy jackets, because they say that you're going to grow into your uniform.
Unbelievable.
And I told my man, I told my man, I said, you give me one size smaller. Because you got me messed up. And he like, okay, you're gonna be right back here like everybody else. I'm telling you, it's two. I said, okay, that's why ever since for the last 20 years, I've been the same exact weight, 222. I came on the police department at 222 pounds and I left at 222 pounds. That came from that discipline that we talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say the deep part about the discipline, of course, is habits we talking about. And the cool part about a habit is like you set it and forget it. So if you can, that's why I said that's level 1C, because if you can set it and forget it, then you're at level 0 again. If you see what I'm saying, like it's set in motion already, and that thing is working. So you can literally stop thinking about phase 1 once you get disciplined. The emails talk about fake it until you make it, dude. You can fake the action as long as you do it long enough where it becomes a part of you. Now you can get up early. Now you can work out. Now you can do this. Now you can do that. But then I'm with Maul's order, because now once you get the dog, now it's like I'm ready to tear something down. I don't even care what it is, but in ready to be like, I was thinking Russell Westbrook. Like it don't matter where he goes, he's ready to tear something down. You get him the right coach, you get him the right system, and dude, it's a wrap with his discipline, with the work ethic, right? And then that dog, and then you add the system to it. So I'm following suit with Maul in terms of that order for sure.
Yeah, just think about my life. Definitely is that. But I want to say this to those of you who are listening. The dog is definitely this ability to be competitive, but the true dog is not competitive against others. The true dog is not letting yourself stay at a certain spot. I'm telling you, man, see, I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling you, when C like, yo, E, why you getting the t-shirt? You ain't just shipping the t. I'm like, yeah, you right, C. But it's chasing bones. You feel me? Like, I got to keep chasing them bones, bruh. I can't just buy bones now. I can't, just because I can afford a bone, I just can't go buy a bone and have a pack of bones at the crib eating off the bones. Like, I still got to go chase something down because that is a part of my development. Like, I tell people all the time, a lion and a giraffe don't look nothing alike, not because one was born a lion or one was born a giraffe. It's what they do daily that creates the structure. Now, if you look at a giraffe, don't trip. They got some muscle. But because they use their neck and they use their neck to get, it's not the same. Like, they're moving upward. Whereas the lion, he has to physically go from wherever he is to his food. Like, his food does not naturally come to him. It ain't like a lion just sit there and they just walk up on him. He literally has to hunt. And so I'm trying to tell y'all, you need that dog, because that dog is, you never lose your willingness or hunger to hunt. Listen to what I'm saying, because y'all getting it twisted. It is not in the meal that satisfies the lion. It is the actual hunt that he like the hunt. Okay, I wish we could play it, and maybe you could just throw it in there, Carl. I don't know if it's legal or illegal, but you notice that the lioness is sitting there and she watching whatever. I don't know what kind of beast of the field they were. I don't remember, but they going in herds. And she's sitting there kind of like watching, like, okay, I can get that one. Maybe I can catch that one. Maybe I can get that one. And then out of nowhere, the lion just like,
the pilot.
My man, the pilot just like, what in the devil is she doing? And I'm talking about, wrestles it to the ground, eat that joke up. That's the dog I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I got you. And I think, as I was, kind of thinking about how to broach the topic, E, I was thinking about specific people in our life. Now, we haven't had to use the insurance bucket in a while, so I won't. But I'm literally thinking of dudes I know that I went to school with, friends, whatever, who have one of the three components or who have two of the three components, and they have not been able to put their situation together because they're missing one of those elements. And so when we talk about those elements, E, which one do you think came first for you? Because we've all heard the stories, although we didn't know you back then, of, Didi coming in from work or taking her nursing exams and you on the couch playing video games. I don't know if you had dog or discipline or strategy at that time, but as you, at some point, no, and I'm not trying to be funny. These are your stories.
I'm taking you serious.
No. I'm saying at what point?
Ball laughing. I ain't laughing. I live that joint. I'm going back. I'm going back and thinking about it.
Hey, I want everybody out there listening to see, even when I'm trying to be serious.
E, come on, man. E, we know when CJ be throwing them little, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I try not to even pay attention to that. I'm just listening to what he said in the spirit of helping somebody on the other end.
It's not truly pure.
So after you finish Madden 92, so once you finish beating Madden 92.
Hey, but you won the Super Bowl, though. You won the Super Bowl.
It was 92. He right. And it was
who was on the cover that year?
And it was
Joe Montana.
Tecmo. It was Tecmo Bowl. It wasn't Madden. It was Tecmo Bowl. And Bob won. I didn't win. Bob won.
Okay. So no. So let me get back.
To Maul's point, discipline was the first one. Because Maul, I remember getting
right. And
up.
how though? How? Because somebody out there waiting for discipline.
I was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning at that time and going to the track every day and praying at the track every day. You feel me? I was just being disciplined. I'm going to be real with y'all.
So are you saying, and I want to teach, E, so are you saying the first thing, because if you're out there, let's teach a little bit, because we do a lot of joking and playing. If you're out there and you're saying, yo, discipline is my one, E, because E obviously developed all three of these and it allowed him to get to number one in the world, right? So if we're talking about discipline now, if discipline is your thing, E, what are you saying? Every single morning, we need to find something to do, a target goal as the wind to wake up.
I'm saying every day.
Help us out.
I'm saying every day you ain't making no money. Your girl pissed at you. You can't seem to get a break. You can get small wins by getting up every single day and Look, listen to me, bro. And I mean this with all my heart. Y'all, please listen to me. I'm trying to explain to you, especially for those of you who are people pleasers, you looking for affirmation from other people. Let me just say something to you. You ain't gonna make no other human being happy every day, right? Now, Maul might be the closest one of us to, you know what I'm saying? He killing the game, making his girl happy. You know what I'm saying? He probably been doing it for the longest. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to catch up as far as that's concerned. But I'm being real with y'all. I'm just being real because I want to help some of y'all. I was talking to a dude yesterday. He kept saying, I'm doing everything, bruh. And my girl ain't, bruh. Stop chasing that rabbit. Stop chasing that doggone rabbit, bruh. Chase the rabbit that you know what you want to do, you know what you want to be, and you get up every single day and you make you happy. Every single day you get up when you say you're going to get up, you do what you say. Now, I can't lie to y'all and tell y'all I get up every day at 3, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm just at a different point. I was doing it for 30 years. But in my heydays, 6 o'clock was never 6:01. It was like 5:45. It was dressed and ready to go at 6. It was like on the track at 6. Not getting up at 6. It's like I'm on the track at 6 o'clock. I'm walking. Ain't nobody distracting me. And I'm praying to God every day. That was my thing. I'm going to get up and pray. And prayer is going to be consistent. I'm telling y'all, I can go to bed at night. Some nights I make my daughter happy, my son happy, my wife. Some days I don't make none of them happy. But I promise you, I'm going to bed every night and E.T. satisfied with E.T. E.T. know that E.T. did what he had to do to put my family, like Maul, I'm with you now, Maul, and I'm not bragging, but Maul, I'm on my grandkids now. My kids is taken care of. I passed today, them jokers, I done set up a business, I done put money to the side. I'm just saying, Maul, all the stuff that I'm doing for, like, to make money, that's for them. I don't even need none of that. That's for them. So I'm working on my grandkids right now. So I'm telling y'all, it started with not a schedule. Don't get caught up in that. Start worshiping a routine. Don't get caught up on that. What you're worshiping is you're making a commitment to yourself that you would be consistent, you will be persistent, and you will be resilient. Those are the 3 things you need to do. You need to be consistent with whatever you say you're going to do. You need to be persistent, meaning that in my consistency, it's going to be rough and I'm going to have to fight to get through stuff, the flu, whatever it is. You're going to have a flu game. So I got to be persistent and then resilient, like stuff going to happen. COVID-19. And I got to find a way to bounce back regardless of that, that grit. I got to find a way to get through all this hell that life is going to present to me. People going to die. I'm going to go bankrupt. I'm going to lose some stuff, whatever. You got it. That's discipline. Getting up and doing it no matter how you feel, no matter if it's rain, sleet, snow, whatever it is, you're disciplining yourself to do what you say you was going to do.
Yeah,
hey,
really
let me. I was just going to ask. Mm-hmm. I'm asking everybody. Do you have, Maul, whoever, I'm asking you just because of your story. But what level of frustration do you have to hit first? Because I'm saying you got to hit something first. Because if you just, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because see, like the person that's like you upset about it today, but tomorrow, you just kind of forget about it. Like, talk to me about that level that you got to hit.
Bro, yes, my girl coming home from the hospital working. Pez, you playing the games again? So your little dream, your little goals. I'm talking about pissed. I'm talking about and I'm going to be real. Baby. Man, I'm telling you more. I used to be pissed back in the day, like mad, but now I'm like, I'm so grateful. Man, I'm so grateful, bro. Like I used to be like, bro, I promise you, and ain't nothing changed. We humans, don't nothing change. My girl will say some off the wall stuff. As adults, she gonna say some off the wall stuff. But I don't care no more because the few times you say some off the wall stuff, it was the off the wall stuff you say 90% of the time that drove me in a way I couldn't drive myself. You said some stuff that pissed me off in a way that I couldn't even piss myself off like that. Like you got under my skin in a way I couldn't get under my own skin. And so I'm talking to all my whoever you out there, whatever dudes out there, ladies out there, whatever. Like sometimes, here's what I always say, like you be giving yourself a pass. It's some stuff that other people do to you, you pissed. You be ready to take their head off. You do the same thing to you giving yourself a pass. You ain't even tripping about it. You ain't, but somebody else do you like that? You like, man, who they think they are? I can't believe it. I'm cutting them off. You done yourself like that for 5-6 years. And you keep telling yourself, it's okay. And I'm telling you, she used to get under my doggone skin in a way that I was just like, oh, I got to shut you up.
What was she saying?
Shut you up.
What was she saying?
You playing Tecmo. While I'm out here working, I'm out here going to these houses in no man's land, 11 o'clock at night, wiping somebody's butt, putting a catheter in a grown man's penis. Like, here's what I got to do as a home health nurse. Here's what I'm doing.
You playing Tecmo Ball while I'm cathetering people out. I'm cathetering them out. I got to go hard. And you at the crib, eating burritos.
Both using our hands, even. Both using our hands.
But here's the thing.
Now we got to name this podcast Baby Boy.
Oh.
Hey, here goes the problem, though, Ma. I wasn't even winning the championship in Tecmo Ball. I wasn't even winning, Ma. I wasn't even winning, bro.
A special shout out to HelloFresh, our sponsor for this show. Over the last few months, guys, I know many of you have hit that wall. You've cooked a few times a week, you ate out a few times, and now it's just like, man, I'm tired of eating the same old stuff over and over. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut. You can choose from low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes. My kids have officially converted into HelloFresh babies, and they're actually more excited when HelloFresh is coming than our regular meals at home. The ingredients are always fresh and pre-measured, guys. Pre-measured. You don't have to think about how much salt, how much pepper. It's pre-measured for you. And we are always, my family's always blown away by the flavorful experiences that we have. No more random trips to the grocery store. All your ingredients are delivered fresh, directly to your door in sustainable packaging. You can schedule deliveries around your lifestyle. Are you camping this week? Not a problem, guys. Just skip this week and pick right up where you left off. And this isn't just stuff that I'm telling you about, guys. My box shows up faithfully on Tuesday afternoons. Our lineup this week, we have the sweet potato fajitas, the amazing apricot chicken, and the Louisiana-style tilapia. HelloFresh is a company on a mission to give back and has donated over 2.5 million meals to charities in 2019 and has stepped up their food donations amid the recent COVID-19 pandemic. Go to HelloFresh.com/80success. That's the number 80 success, and use the same promo code 80 success to get a total of $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. Again, HelloFresh.com/80 success and use the promo code 80 success. Additional restrictions apply. Visit HelloFresh.com for more details.
Wow. Yeah. So I got you. So the discipline came from being pissed. I think one of the other things, and I'll let Maul and Carl go, but I think one of the other things is you have to find your triggers of things that get you undisciplined.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you think about discipline, the opposite of it is undisciplined. And if you're undisciplined, it's usually because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, chances are you're distracted by something else that you should not be doing. And so, and again, I would consider myself to be the most human person on the podcast. But what I had to do is, like, again, many of you know, people, CJ, you're on social media. You need to be on social media. Okay, cool. I probably do. But there was a time in my life where I was on Facebook and I got off and I noticed that I was 10 times more productive because I wasn't running to check my Facebook every 30 seconds to see what DMs I had and who messaged me, stupid stuff. And so I was more productive without it. So that was one of those things that had me undisciplined, that I was able to say, okay, delete that, get rid of it. And once I got rid of, it wasn't even no IG at this time or Twitter or anything, but once I got rid of my Facebook, I just noticed that my production level went up considerably. And so then I start looking at other areas of my life like, oh, okay, where else do I spend an exorbitant amount of time that's keeping me unproductive? So that was same as E, video games, right? Like I'll never forget, the last video game I ever played in my life was Gears of War. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what year that was, but it was like the very first Gears of War, and me and my brother would sit up, I'm talking about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, all the lights off in the crib, big screen, and we're just going crazy on Gears of War. And what would happen is I didn't have my papers done for school. I would wake up and be scrambling, and then I start saying, another area where I'm being unproductive and undisciplined, all right, cool, I got to cut video games. I have not played video games since. I don't play them. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. If that's your thing, if you like playing, if that's your release and that's where you relax, cool. But if you know it's becoming a distraction, right? And you have to be truthful with yourself, because some of you say, oh man, some people like to just watch a little TV. Some people like to just, play a little video game. Okay, cool. I'm not tripping if you're playing video games. But if video games is in the way of what you should be doing, and there are tasks that are going undone as a result of your video gaming, and insert whatever your vice is for a video game in this instance, once you remove that distraction, now you automatically allow yourself time to go back to the thing that you should be doing. And so I would say take an inventory of what gets you undisciplined first and try your best to remove those things and make them non-negotiables. I don't play video games. That's just not, there's a PS something in the basement hooked up to the theater screen. I don't know how to turn it on. I kid you not. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm telling you that when I'm in video game mode, I'm not in get the bag mode. It's just not, it's a different mode for me.
No question.
And so, Maul, you just talked about, oh, sorry, E, go for it.
Maul, go for it. I'm just saying, see, I too stopped video games, whatever day that was, and I got pissed. I ain't even picked up a joystick since then.
Right. And again, that's not us saying we're better than you.
Controller.
I'm saying,
No, I just said joystick.
No, joystick, we know what you mean.
Just say
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Didi had to pick up a joystick too. She didn't want to. Edit that. Edit point. Somebody put a halftime.
No, Ma, that's not the truth. She does because she's a registered nurse, so that's a part of her job. So she wants to do that.
Leave it in, Eddie.
Loose, y'all.
Leave it in. Leave it in. Hey. Leave it in. I'm trying to run the bag up. Hopefully we can get a new deal on the podcast. Hey,
she is loose.
Listen, y'all just when I do that, just go right past it. Don't acknowledge it. So
for Didi, I had to just say she wants to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a part of her job. You know what I'm saying? So I had to say that.
Yeah. You're not helping. Just let it go.
I'm saying, you making it worse.
I'm not making it worse. I'm telling the truth.
Go ahead, Carl.
So no, I was gonna say, see, it got to a point for me. So again, y'all know me as the grounds crew guy, and I did a lot of things well, right? So see, I remember the decision that I made to stop playing the bass guitar. Not a bad thing. Listen to what I'm saying closely. It's not a bad thing. Like I love music. We play it at churches. Like that's how my brother and I made income. But it got to a point where like, two things. In order for me to be the player that I need to put more time into it. If I put more time into this, then I can't devote the same amount of time to TGIM and the goals that we set up that I'm chasing. So I literally made a conscious decision, listen to what I'm telling you, I didn't even bring the guitar home anymore.
Wow.
Like it stayed at the church. And listen to what I'm saying. It's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Like it's a good habit that I had. But what I understood, is that like, and I heard this quote, they said, let me get it right. You could get 1,000,000 matches out of one tree, right? But it only take one match to burn down 1,000,000 trees. So I'm like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like I could put all my energy into one thing and create a lot, but one loose moment, one little unchecked thing, one ill-disciplined habit, and bro, I could destroy the whole thing. So for me, it wasn't even all bad. I did the video games too. Ours was Halo. I remember I used to have Tony Dean, grown man. Yeah. Tony's a vice president at an insurance company, and I had Tony, his family in bed, and we played until 5 o'clock, and it was me, Glenn, to me, I like 6 of us, multiple. Same thing, but it got to the point where it wasn't even. E, what's your question? It's not what. How did you say? E, it's not even what's bad anymore.
It's not what's bad. What's good? How you say it? Yeah, it's not what's bad for you. It's
what's wrong with it. What's right with it?
What's right with it? Right. What's right with it? So that's the question. Even with the good stuff, I started saying, okay, what's right with this? Is this getting me where I'm going, man? So back to the discipline. Like it's not gonna happen without the discipline in place.
So do you feel like when you remove those things that your discipline automatically start kicking in, or did you feel like, okay, now that I don't have those things in front of me, I can go do what I'm supposed to be doing? Because what we don't want you to do is replace a bad habit for another bad habit.
I'm just saying, I think it's both though. See, I think by removing something, it's 2 things. It is the discipline. It's the delayed gratification. You feel me? It's like, I know I want to play, but right now I need to work. And it's not a distraction anymore. I'm gonna be real. I question sometimes my discipline. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know that I'm disciplined It's just some things, they're not in my environment. So it's just not in my environment no more. So it's not like if it was in my environment, you know, it was like if video games was in my environment and Jalen was pestering me, like, yo, dad, let's get this in. Oh, I could turn it on quick.
Pass the joystick.
Pass the joystick and be ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? But I just
the title, Maul. That's the title.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just think, you know, to my point, some things I just have to remove, and the discipline is in removing that. Not that I don't have a taste for it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Maul, let me get back to what you said, because you said, I think that was, you know, crazy and obviously a testament to your discipline. You started the police force at 222. You finished at 222. Obviously, in over 20 years, to remain and when Maul say 222, I mean 222 on the dot. Like, he not playing.
Literally.
So obviously, because everybody was buying their clothes big and people were telling them, that means the majority of the officers who came through the force probably did gain that weight and did get big. What parameters did you have to put in your own life that allowed you to stay right at that 222? What were some decisions that you made different from the decisions they made that allowed you to stay at your fighting weight?
Now, well, before I answer that question, I got to put it out there.
You two used to have joysticks.
Joystick, no doubt.
This like a confessional.
This is confession. I just want to.
These are my confessions.
Because I think it's a point to be made. Me and Tommy, everybody know my brother Tommy, we didn't just have a joystick. We had a Madden trophy.
Oh, the next level now.
Whoever used to win could take the trophy home and put it on their TV. So here it is now. Now listen. Hey, this is confession. This is real talk.
Yeah, come on, man. It's just us. It's just the four of us. Yeah, it's just the four of us.
It's just the four of us. So I would, check this out. I would be playing, right? I had two favorite teams. And one of them used to be the Baltimore Ravens. Now, everybody know that my boy, my college teammate, one of my college roommates playing in the NFL, right? This is the one I got that exposure from. Here it is. I remember playing with him. Me and Tommy was playing against each other for the Madden championship. I'm playing with Baltimore, and I would use my boy. I remember getting an interception. My brother was playing with Tennessee, the Titans. He had Eddie George at running back.
George.
I remember getting an interception with my boy, and I remember running it back for a touchdown. I remember celebrating, bro, like I was really playing in the game.
I hear you, Maul. I
remember, bro, really feeling like, oh, I just won. Oh, interception. But my reality was I was making $36,000 as a police officer. I still had on my police uniform when we was playing that game. And the reality was my boy, who was my college teammate, was really living that life. He was really, so I'm using a joystick to pretend to be somebody that I went to school with and I had the same opportunities he had.
Pretending to be.
And I'm celebrating this. I'm celebrating this like I really won. That was the time period for me where I said, I remember looking, and I had the trophy in my hand, and Tommy gave me the trophy.
And Tommy pissed.
Take the damn trophy.
And I'm like, and it was like, bruh, while my boy's sitting up in the real playoffs, he getting 100,000 or whatever for each playoff game he win. He going to the Pro Bowl in real life, and I'm pretending to be him now. I said, whoa, bruh. So from that moment on, my discipline came from, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of seeing other people have. So if I see somebody that's in better shape than me, I look at that person. That's all the motivation I need. And I say, man, that dude the same age as me. Why does he look that way and I look this way? If I see somebody that's got living in a better house, or I see somebody that's doing for their wife.
Who'd you see the other day? Because Mark called me, was like, yeah, so I just started a new fast and I ain't seeing my abs like I think I should. So you must, who did you see?
Hey, I saw Sean T. I saw Sean T. And I'm like, I remember looking, my man had an 8-pack. And I said, man, I asked him, I said, how old is Sean T? And she was like, he about a little bit older than you, about 42. I looked at my abs. I said, my abs don't look like that. And I work out every day.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I must have been
always
something.
The bar, man. People, you don't need to. It's all around you.
You want to know what's funny, Mark?
It's all around you.
I go the opposite way. And when I see somebody huge, I'll be like, whoa,
I'm not that.
I need to head the other direction.
The problem. We look at as people, society, we look at the opposite, right? We look at the people that we think we're doing better than.
And
then we just sit back and say, oh, the secret to my success. The secret to my success has always been I look at the people that's doing better than me. If I see somebody having a great marriage, I set my bar on what I see that couple that's having that great marriage. If I come across a couple multimillionaires or billionaires, I set my bar not on the 15,000 police officers that I'm doing better than. I set my bar on the people that's doing better than me. And then I'm always chasing other people. So I'm chasing the weight. I'm chasing, I'm chasing all of that. And that's what
that's
makes
my problem. I just figured out my whole problem. You know what I'm saying? Because when my homie called me like, bro, it's over, I'm about to get a divorce. I'm like, I'm solid. You know what I'm saying?
Living good.
There
was a scientific study that showed that's why TV is so successful, because people are watching other people's lives, comparing, Maul. So you're comparing, and a lot of people are watching. Think about the shows that blow up out of nowhere, Biggest Loser, like not to be funny, not to be insulting or anything like that, but people are watching this feeling good about themselves. Like, that ain't me. I ain't there. I'm good.
I'm watching my 600-pound life feeling like Sean T.
I'm killing the game.
I'm feeling like Sean T.
But every day every day I remember what that guy told me. I remember him telling me, you're going to be back. Kid, I'm telling you, you're a rookie. You're going to be on this job for 30 years. First off, that was a lie. I wasn't on the job for 30 years. So, and I found out that people will push off their realities on you.
Yep.
They'll push off their realities on you. And that didn't have to be my reality. So every single day, I would think about it. If you're 21 years, 22 years old and you weigh 222 pounds, it's like you didn't just go and then all of a sudden you turn 40. You didn't just wake up one day and be 300 pounds. It was a process. So when you went 5 pounds overweight. So if I can
what's the scary part though is everybody don't know.
Come on, you feel it. That belt.
Well, I'll say this to you. I figured it out.
So
I wasn't even talking about CCG.
You know what I'm saying? I figured it out. I'm not going to say I knew, but I did get to a point where I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? 15 pounds later. 15 pounds later.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, man. Okay, I got you, Mar. Maybe not 80, but a brother put on, if 10, you ain't 15. Put, you like you said, you had sweatpants on, 12. For a couple weeks, and you thought you was straight.
Yeah, 8 to 12.
There you go.
8 to 12.
Okay. But okay, Mar, real quick though. So the 222 though, what was the discipline it took to do it? Like, what it was it getting on a scale every day? Was it the diet? Was it just making sure you was working out? Like, what was the physical thing?
Yeah, in the beginning it was just staying consistent. And if I started out 222 and I was working out every day, then what will make my weight change? Unless I stopped working out every day. If this is the foods that I was eating and I was at 222, then what would change that? And so over time, bro, I stayed consistent and disciplined. I got up every day, days that I didn't feel like working out. Days when I remember having the flu. I remember, not feeling well, but I will still, just like, you don't have to tell somebody to remind somebody to brush their teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to do. You're going to get up out the bed. My non-negotiable was working out. That's just a non-negotiable. I have to work out. And my wife knows it. My family knows it. And so I literally would just get up every day. And the thing about it, I didn't even have to remind myself to do it. All I had to do was look around the police department and see all the other people just eating donuts every day. I was reminded every single day that I just looked around and I was like, that's not, I saw the people that I was working with. 5 years go by, 10 years go by. You see their weight. You see it in their face. You see it. And so I just was saying, this is not going to be my reality. And I think that people always tell me all the time, even still to this day, eventually you're going to pick up weight. You're going to get a dead bod. Eventually, you're going to get, the older you get. And no, I'm not going to lie. It's harder. It takes a little bit more, but you still got to keep going, man. And your success is in your discipline, is in that getting up when you don't feel like it. I don't feel like working out every day. But then sometimes too, you got to help yourself out. So that's why I put a gym in the house.
There you go. Yeah.
I put a gym in the house just for that reason, because I knew that life was going to get busy as I got older. I knew that it might be snowing in Chicago and I might not feel like shoveling snow off the car just to get to the gym. So I put the gym in the house, and now I have no excuses at all. And I think that's the thing. A lot of times you want to set yourself up where you have no excuses. Help yourself in your discipline, in your routine.
Right.
See, that's why I'm hurt. I only got a pantry. You know what I'm saying? Brain got no.
Shout out to Rachel. She was on our grounds crew call this weekend, and Rachel said she took on, I don't remember the name, but she took on this 30-day challenge. 75-day challenge. And it's something ridiculous. I don't remember what it was, but it's like working out, a diet, like all at once, big shebang. And she said she knew she had to get to day 30 at least. Like she had to get past the beginning. And here's the rationale. She says, do you understand if you quit like day 1 or 2, how easy it is to say you're going to start over?
Right.
But dude, you get to day 25 and doggone it, I already put way too much. So to what you were saying, Ma, you got to create the stuff around you. See, I think that's the huge part. Create the environment around you. Put people that gonna know you. Put reminders, pictures, posters, music, videos. Put the stuff around you that can get you past the hurdle. Because the first week is a hurdle. Like we're not gonna pretend. Your body not used to it. Your mind not used to it. You got to push past that. But you get into 2 weeks or something. I remember I decided I was gonna stop sugar for a week. That was my goal. Like, I just want to see if I could control sugar. My dad has always been like, yo, I got a sugar thing. Yeah. And my dad is disciplined, so he will never go too far. But he's like, I know I got a sugar thing. So I was like, yo, let me just see if I could control it. And I remember, I went 2 days. I was like, yo, let's try it. I went 7 days. Dude, I said, if you could do 7 days, why would you stop? I went 6 months straight with no sugar. 6 months straight, just because I said, let me try it. But when I got to a week, I was like, well, you got this far. Let's see how far you could go. You got this far. And then at 6 months, I just decided to stop. But I shouldn't have probably. But just to prove to myself, if you put the things in place around you, dude, the discipline is not as difficult as you think, as if you just decide one day I'm going to get up and go work out and lose 30 pounds. No, you got to structure that thing out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to go into strategy because that's the one we haven't covered, but I know everybody got things to do. My parents are unfortunately leaving, so they're going back to Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
To say goodbye.
They're going back to Michigan, so I'm on my own. We back
How long
to
have
Eden.
they been there, see?
Since we got back from London.
COVID-19.
They came to watch the kids. Yeah, they came to watch the kids when we went to London. So what was that, March? I think they got here March 3rd or something like that, maybe. I don't know. And so, yeah, they've been here for a while. Yeah, no, it's been great. But I get it. My pop's like, yo, I need to go back and, get to my own throne. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they heading out. So we about to do dinner, have our last good farewell dinner for a little while. So I don't have a ton of time, but I do want to talk strategy when we get back, right? Because again, we talked about the discipline, we talked about the dog, but each and every person on this podcast has also developed a strategy. And not only just a strategy for making money or a strategy for, their health, as we've been talking, but a strategy for their marriage, right? A strategy for executing in business and relationships. And, it's not easy. As you can see, most people don't stay together this long. It's not easy to run with each other for 15 years and everybody still, keep the same goals and the same visions in line. So I want to talk about those things next podcast. Also want to shout out to our sponsor, Organifi, for always showing us love, man. You go to Organifi.com, use the promo code SUCCESS, all right? They're going to give you 20% off your order. Go ahead and get the green juice. Toby just called me, Carl, and was like, yo, what's the promo code? I need more green juice. I only got 6 packets left. So we want to get Toby on that. Shout out to Toby too, man. I don't know if y'all peep, but Toby been going super viral lately. Just incredible content. Super proud of that boy. Yeah, you see Madonna reposted this stuff?
I didn't see that. I saw Destiny's Child though. Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, what in the world? So also, as y'all always know, this podcast is also sponsored by Make Real Estate Real. We got a testimonial here from Nick, who said, Jamal, thank you so much, man. I've taken 5 other real estate courses and spent tens of thousands of dollars and didn't learn half as much as I learned through Make Real Estate Real. I'm purchasing my 4th income property and buying a new house for my family. could never repay you, but just wanted to say thanks so much. Keep rocking. I love the podcast. That's from Nick. So shout out to everybody who's been coming through. Make Real Estate Real. Just incredible feedback. Also, Maul has the Make Real Estate Real alumni, and they going to work. So Maul's on the call with them. What is it, every other Thursday, Maul?
Yep, every other Thursday.
And Maul's putting people on the deals, and people just
doing presentations.
Oh, they going crazy. Yeah, they going crazy.
He doing keynote presentations.
Hey, but I do have a quick fair foul though. So you know what I'm saying? This is how big time Maul got. His assistant called me the other day and asked if I could set up a call with him. I said, wait, what? It was like, what time are you available to talk to Jamal?
Wow.
I said, I talked to Maul 4 times today. He could have said. I said, "Oh man,
he could have said
the Hollywood." Yeah, he just you know. Hey, between him and LaShawn.
Carl, how did you deal with them, Carl? How did you deal with them all these years, man?
No. Listen to me, Maul. We are so grateful for you. You've taken off so much of the jokes.
Taking some of the weight.
The jokes, the unnecessary stuff. You have spread it evenly, Maul. We are so grateful for you.
We only got to deal with thirds of it now.
That's it. That's it.
Well, listen,
spread
man.
It around evenly.
I love y'all anyway. Go to makerealestatereal.com. Go check out Jamal, man. Become a part of that alumni association and have him walk you through, man, how to get to that next level with the real estate. Of course, man, we got the COVID going on, and the course is still up there at a discounted rate. So make sure you jump on that now. And also, Maul, the properties are going for the low. And so Maul and I had a strategy session last night. Maul, Josh, and I. And Maul, he scared me half to death with the numbers he wanted to spend. But I said, let's go. Scared money don't make no money.
Scared money don't make money.
Hey, but the way how I got C to agree to it, I just told him, I said, look, man, when you buy real estate, when you're buying real estate,
no, you're right. Yeah.
You are not spending money. Right. You are merely transferring from one bank account to the bricks.
To another.
To a way better bank account, too.
Your money is still there.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, no, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the number you said shocked me at first. So,
hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all this, man. When Maul say, put stuff around you, I'm so grateful, Maul, that there's at least 7 houses, I think. I can see 6. Might be a few more. Might be about maybe 7 or 8 more. But there's 6 houses being built. 3 or 4 of them, right in front of right in my view. These will be my neighbors.
During the COVID.
During the COVID, bro. And so, Maul, I'm not even looking at just the houses that are here. And I can't even count how many houses are here. Maybe when you guys come, we can play a little game and see if we can count how many houses are on this hill. But what's more important to me, Maul, is the houses being built. You feel me? And so I've been doing commercials for the Rebuild Conference. But imagine, Maul, it's real. People are literally building. You feel me? So I'm talking about the Rebuild Conference, but it's yo, look at these actual properties that are being built. And so what it's showing me, Maul, is people are making money, but then people are in the process of making money. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not stagnant. Yep. They're making money and they're in the process of making money. And then she told me that this development is over in a year, and then they're gonna go to another plot of land that they have. And so
It's
make real estate real. Make it real. It's out here,
people. Yeah. Also, the Rebuild Conference, man. Make sure you go to etinspires.com and check out the Rebuild Conference. We're going crazy. We got a crazy guest lineup. We got NBA superstars. We got entertainers. We got the hip-hop preacher. We got everybody, man. We've never done a conference like this. You know, usually we don't do the guest thing much, but he got a VIP Rolodex in his phone, and he called out the big dogs for this thing.
Hey, I got a dude that played in the league for over 10 years. Maul know, when you play for over 10 years, you get a bag. I promise you. Maybe the first 3-4 years, they might beat you. But if you last 10, guys, he's going to tell y'all why he decided to leave the league and start multiple streams of income. And he got enough money where he ain't got no kids. So he don't have, you know what I'm saying, it's whatever. He's going to explain why he decided, already being a multi-millionaire, why he decided to still go after some more bags, y'all. I'm telling you, you don't want to
join us for the Rebuild Conference. That's at the end of this month. So go to etinspires.com right now and check us out. Rebuild Conference. We're going crazy, man. It's going to be great content. I can't wait. I've been enjoying these online joints like you couldn't even imagine, man. These virtual joints are so rich. And I think just the energy of people being able to just be in the house and lock in with their headphones on and interact with us has just been amazing. So go
what is it,
check us
Carl?
out.
Is it, I say it wrong all the time, the app. Is it Hoover? Hova?
It's
Hoover?
W. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's
Hoover.
WHOVA. Yep. So
Hoover. Yeah. I just figured out I was getting messages from there.
Yo, I've been hearing people, man, already, and some of the people have been hitting the guest speakers already, asking questions, and it's like 20 days before we even get to it. So that app is phenomenal.
So let me explain it. I was going to explain it. So the app is for our event, guys. So like if you buy a ticket, you actually get added to the event app. You can see who the speakers are. You can send messages. You can interact with people. Like, so it's, again, it ain't just show up and guys, we're trying to give you an experience from now all the way through. So don't play with it. Like seriously, etinspires.com.
I just got a message today. You can send direct messages to us. So I got a message today. So look forward to having y'all there, man. Go ahead, sign up. We'll send you the link. We'll add you to the app. Start chatting with us. Start getting ready, mentally prepared for what we're going to do in this conference. It's going to be amazing. So go to etinspires.com.
Enjoy your family, see? That's huge, bro.
Last night with the folks, man. So I got to get back on my grind. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back to my cleaning. You know what I'm saying? My cooking. I got to get back to it.
I've been learning traditions from y'all and just trying to start that with my, family. Sure. My mom been doing it a lot more, So that tradition thing, man, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
When we get out to Cali, we want to start another tradition. Get on that grill. You know what I'm saying? Get on that grill.
Hey, I'm going to the pool. I got to get out there to that pool we got going on.
No doubt, Ma.
I'm saying, what kind of pool you got that's going to take 3 months to build? Just dig the dirt and pour the water. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, see, his pool not like our pools, dog. He got some over the mountain, infinity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our pool's on the ground. He up in the mountain.
No, mine ain't infinity. Mine stop. You know what I'm saying? You see right where it stopped. Yep, that's it.
Start and stop.
Yeah, start and stop. Right.
I seen the blueprints on it, bro. He got something special going on. Hey, matter of fact, E sent me the blueprints. I was like, Mom, check this out, man. Like, let me know if everything good. I looked at the blueprints like Brian ain't never built a pool in the mountain.
Different kind of pool.
Hey, you got way more experience than I do. I promise you that.
You're in a different class, bro.
Well, we can't wait to get out there, and we're going to invite all the podcast listeners out there, too. So stay tuned with us.
Let's go.
We'll give you the address, and we'll make sure you can come on out to ET's pool. Other than that, you got any parting shots? Give us a quick nugget for the day so we can get up out of here.
If they building and they human, you can build. If they building in COVID-19, you human just like they building. If they can build in COVID-19, you can build, but you got to ask yourself, why aren't you building? Don't make nobody else the excuse. It's on you. And I'm telling you, don't just build for you. What's most impressive to me is it's probably about 20 houses that they're building. You can tell each one takes about a year, and the jobs that they're providing for the people that are building So don't even just do it for you. Do it so your people can eat.
Yep. Love it. Anybody else? Ma, you got anything to say, Carl, real quick? Anything?
Hey, he just said it's right behind me. If you don't kill it, your family won't eat.
Yeah, they won't eat. Yeah.
Yikes. Cool.
Not in COVID.
Hey.
Not in COVID.
Do me a favor, give Mom and Pops a big hug and kiss for me, man.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely will. I'm sad, man. I'm sad, but
Mom, I'm praying. She gonna be there without them grandkids every day.
Oh yeah. No, you pray for my wife who love having my folks here. So, she the one. She the one need real prayer. So I'll update y'all next week. It'll be my first full week on the solo. So
let me throw one shout out though.
Yeah, please go for it.
Yep. My anniversary. It's coming up.
Here we go. Somebody cue Luther. Cue the Luther and zoom in on Maul.
Right.
I just want to tell my bride for the last 18 years that I love you, and the best is still yet to come. It seems like every year that go by, we get better and better. You definitely make me a better man, and man, I'm more excited after 18 years than I was on day one. So, man, happy anniversary, baby.
Hey, look in the camera, not at me. Your mom was looking at me. Look in the camera, bro.
Hey, the reason why I was looking at you because I saw a tear coming down your eye.
Yeah, you did. You did. No, that was beautiful, bro. Hey, no, shout out to y'all, man. 18 years of marriage. That's huge.
For sure.
Carl, how long you been married?
13, bro.
So, okay, so I'm the rookie. So I think I'm coming up on 11. So 11, 13, 18, 46.
Don't even go to E. Right, don't even go
46.
to E.
30, Maul. Hey, Maul. 18 though, man, that's a blessing. I heard Kanye said 18 years, she leave you after 18 years.
And she's still there.
She's
so
still
shout
there,
out to Maul and Camille, man. Happy anniversary,
praise
dog.
God.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man, love y'all boys. We out of here. Go leave us a review. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Go. I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.